Yamiskeno gagwego. Gahadegeya nik yaso ageswent gayo ohio nit nunge. I greeted you in the Seneca language, and I said that I am a member of the Hawk clan of the Seneca people of the Allegheny territory, and I said my clan, Hawk clan name, that I'm flying above the woods, flying above the forests. I hope that this project is able to give you better insight into the importance of Native American music to the various communities that it comes from, as well as our view on how we utilize song and dance for a number of different purposes in our communities. And one of the hopes of this project is that I'm able to give you a better understanding of this, as well as to leave a record, I guess, of where we are now in the ongoing progression of our, and I guess, evolution of our native music. And I have been fortunate as a singer, a native singer, to grow up with a wealth of knowledge from my elders. And I came up in the 1970s and 80s as a young man, learning to sing from my extended family. And I was able to learn from people like my great grandfather, Richard Johnny John, as well as my uncles, Avery Jimerson Sr. and Herb Dowdy as well. And I was lucky to be able to learn social songs and ceremonial songs of my people from this Allegheny territory. And I am involved in this project because it's the kind of thing and the kind of opportunity that I wish that my elders had done, maybe when they were my age, to be able to pass some of this on to generations yet to come. And I think since we have this technology, it's a good thing for us to use it to use it in an Indian way, a Native American way. I'd like to take a second to define the term Seneca social dance. These social dance songs are the songs and dances that we use in social settings on the territory, and we use them usually in conjunction with a big ceremony. These social gatherings would be held at the Longhouse or even sometimes in a community building, in a setting where we all come together for a social event. And they are not our ritual songs and dances or ceremonial songs and dances. They are not the music that would be termed in that way. But they do tell our history. And the unique part of these social songs and dances is that they do have great overtones of giving thanks, and they do also align with our view of what we call ganonyok. So ganonyok is the opening that we give at all of our social events and ceremonial occasions, where we give thanks for everything in our surrounding. We give thanks for the earth itself, the water, all of nature, the sun, the moon, the thunders, the stars. We look at it as a way to celebrate this idea that we feel as a people everyone should have. And it's our way of reminding ourselves and our young and our community of this relationship and these great gifts that we've been given. This project has utilized the recordings of contemporary native singers, as well as uh, past recordings of singers from the mostly the Allegheny Territory. And one of the things that I always like to point out, and that as a singer, I always like to share, is the Allegheny version or Ohio version of songs. And as that's what I was brought up with. So the majority of these recordings are just that. So we're able to share mostly Iroquois or mostly Allegheny version of these songs. This project is a collaboration between myself and Mr. Andrew Cashner, who is a current currently works for the University of Rochester. And one of the unique things about this collaboration is that it gives a unique view of Native American social dance music and songs from an outsider's perspective, as well as from somebody who has grown up with this as a part of their life. And, it's really posed some unique questions, and it has given me also a way of looking at things from a different lens. And I think that regardless of what lens you have when you view these recordings or when you study this music, hopefully it will give you something worthwhile and powerful to identify with.